Morning YouTubers, and welcome back to Allotment Diggers. And today we're going to talk a bit about the chickens, my chickens in particular, and wildfowl in general in the UK. Apparently a couple of weeks ago we heard that bird flu was found in flocks in Eastern Europe, Poland. It started to spread up through Germany, then Belgium. Well, there's only one other stop after that, it's the North Sea, and then they're down here in the UK. And yesterday, there was bird flu was found in a flock of turkeys. I forget the place, Leicestershire, something like that, something beginning with an L. I can't remember now, but the fact is, bird flu is here in the UK now. On the news, radio, internet, for the last few weeks, everybody's been saying, you've got to make sure your birds are all secure in pens and protected from the wild birds outside. Well, mine are. I'll show you a couple of clips of my girls in a bit. I'll show you what precautions I've been taking. But I come on yesterday, and someone had missed the message and released all the communal chickens outside. They weren't outside for long. They were outside for about 30 minutes. We don't know who let them out. I was asked to could I herd them back into the main pen, which has got a roof over it. But I told them, certainly not. So I will not go into anybody's chicken pen. I'll go anywhere anyone else's chickens because I don't want to be spreading any diseases into my chickens. So anyway, one of the chicken crew finally got here after about half an hour. He got a message through other people, and they herded them in. And I think there's a message on the door now to say, do not let them into the open pen. Keep them in the closed pens for the foreseeable future. Well, I was actually looking at these birds. I was actually got a little bit of a clip here, and a bit concerned about one or two of them.
Just come down to have a look at the communal chickens. I got a phone call last night off the secretary saying about the bird flu situation, and apparently all these birds now should have never have been let out of that pound there. That's where that's the inner sanctum, that. And someone's opened the box and let every one of the chickens outside. And what makes it worse, I'll see if I can scan in. There's a chicken right there in the middle of the picture. It's been there for the last 30-40 minutes. It's not moved. I've walked round, I've got closer than I want to get to it, and it's in real distress. But that ain't the only one. If I pan the camera back out and I zoom in here, there's another one right there, right in the centre of the picture, right in the front. That one, it's got its eyes closed, it's all neck down and everything. And what makes it worse is other birds that are around them. So whatever that's got, it could, if it's a disease or anything, it could actually, these other chickens could have it now. But I've noticed about 3 or 4 chickens with their heads down and not moving, and moved away from the other birds. You see where the flock of birds is there, they're all around a very sickly bird. And there's another one right up here again. There's another one. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's not looking good here, guys. I'll keep you posted on this. So the last picture of the girls.
So yeah, they're the girls. One or two of them don't look at all well, but apparently they've not been well for a while. And I've noticed that in chickens, they can be fine 1 minute, and then they go right over the next minute, and then they're back up again. So I don't know what it is. I definitely don't think it's chicken flu, bird flu. It's just something they're under the weather, really. But yeah, even so, I kept my distance. I wouldn't go nowhere near them, and yeah, them birds are all secure, and everybody else has got the message now on the allotments to lock the girls up, and that's where they are. They're all locked up at the moment, and well, my girls are quite safe because they're kept under cover all the time. and you can see them. You can go up to the bars, and you can look at them. They come to the bars and they get all excited when they see you, but you can't really physically touch them, and not even a spanner can get in there, to be quite honest with you. So it's pretty secure from the outside birds. So I'm quite happy with that situation. In fact, I've got a water trap at the door. I'm going to show you this now. Well, I thought I'd show you my last line of defence there for my chickens. So you can see just near the door there's a tray with water in. It's actually got disinfectant in it as well. So when I walk into my actual chicken pen, I walk through that water with the disinfectant and sterilise my shoes, so I'm not walking diseases into my pen. Like I say, there's that bird flu's on the increase, and it's coming towards the UK now. If it's not already here, that's just another precaution that I've got outside my chicken pen. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that water trap there with the disinfectant in. So as you see, that is where I step in and then walk into the pen. It's to stop me. It's got a disinfectant in there, as I was saying, and what it is, it just stops me from bringing diseases into my pen. In fact, everyone should have one of these things. You can buy them from B&Q, from most garden centres. What they are, they're like a trays to put your pots in. When you go on holiday, you put all your pots in, fill this tray up, and it's like waters your plants for the week while you go and have a bit of fun. Well, I've used one of them to actually use as like a put disinfectant into it, so I'm not spreading diseases into my pen. And another thing, I will not allow anyone into my pen. The only person I've ever allowed into my pen is this little devil here. Her name's Katie. And the reason why I'm showing you this picture is because there's a bird on her shoulder that's called Katie. So this is Katie, the two Katies. Okay, so that's my oldest daughter, and the chicken, her name's Katie. Now the reason why I've shown you that is because you see Katie, the beautiful plumage she's got, yeah? Well, this is what she looks like at the moment. Well, there's Katie. Doesn't she look a mess? She's lost all her feathers. She's just starting to get her feathers back now. Yeah, she's in full molt, as you can see. Wrong time of year really, but you can see all the new feathers coming back. Here the rest of my girls, and some big fat chickens in here. So anyhow, I'm going to leave you with that. So there's poor old Katie with no feathers. Yeah, she looks like she's been gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. All the feathers are all come out now. She's in full molt. And I'm getting between 4 and 5 eggs at the moment. I won't get a single egg out of her until she gets her coat back, but yeah, she's decided to go into full molt right in the middle of bloody winter. Absolutely can't. She does it every year, gutted. Hopefully she'll be okay. She is my favourite bird after all. I do particularly like that, because she has deep red little N, and yeah, particularly fond of her. But you find with chickens that this do tend to well, my chickens, every one of them will molt around this time of year. 5 of them already have, but yeah, she's the only person who I've ever allowed into, her and my other daughter, the only people I've allowed into my pen. I will not allow anyone else in. And that's simply because I don't want to be spreading diseases into my pen, and I certainly don't want to be doing this, spreading diseases from my pen into other people's. So that water trap there, that disinfectant, does work, and like I say, I make sure I walk through it. Although I get wet feet every time I do it, but it's well worth the hassle. Also, this time of year, you're going to find your birds drinking a lot more and eating a lot more. And it's wise now to get an extra bag of whatever you feed them. I feed mine egg layers, pellets, and oyster shell. I do feed them other stuff. I have got some corn, but I don't like to give them too much of that. I found that you feed them too much corn, they seem to lay less eggs. You give them what the farmer, the guy who I got them off, told me to feed them, and you know, you listen to the bloke who breeds them, and I get, like I say, I'm getting between 4 and 5 eggs at the moment. Other people who've got the same birds from the same farmer, theirs ain't even laying at the moment. They've stopped laying, and it's because they're feeding them different corn and stuff like that. But the guy who got them off, I bought them from a place called Sycamore Farms in Cheshire. Now this guy, you can buy the birds off him. The more birds you buy, the cheaper they are. I think they're about £5.65 a bird at point of lay. And if you buy 10, if you buy more than 12, they're even cheaper. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. So when I actually got the birds off him, I said, what do you feed him? And he told me, he said, don't give them anything else. He said, you can give them treats and what have you, said, but the main staple diet is these egg layers, pellets, and if you've got a bit of if you've got some oyster shell, mix that in with them, and you'll be good to go. And like I say, I've never looked back. My girls have been laying all the way through from point of lay. I've had a few instances where they stopped laying for a few weeks. That was when there was molting, but there was always a couple what wasn't molting, so I've still had eggs. So it's not been too bad. But there's a lot of people on here that the birds have just stopped laying, and basically they're not molting, they just stopped laying. I'm sorry, I'm distracted here. There's a bird. Oh, you little bugger. God damn. There was a little goldfinch, the only one I haven't caught on camera. And it was right here, right outside the door. And I was just about to go for the camera to swing it. It just flew off. Damn. Oh well. Anyway, back to the chickens. That's really annoying, that bloody hell. Can't believe I missed that one. I keep missing it. But yeah, the chickens, they don't have to go through a lot of food, so I suggest you order, get yourself an extra bag of them. We've got a bit of a problem down here at the moment. The pipes are burst, so we've had to turn the water off, so we had to bring his own water now. And earlier on today, I was actually I'm going to show you the things what I use to bring me fresh water in. So let's go and fill one of these water feeders up, and I'll show you what else we put in there. Just adding a bit of apple cider to the water, and a tiny bit of glycerin, not too much. That's just to stop the water freezing. Now I'm going to add some of this fresh water that I brought from home. Almost the perfect amount of water. Simple as that. Lock the lid back on it, and we're good to go. Flip it upside down, and we're going to put that back into the chicken pen. So now I've got 3 of them containers, what you've just seen now, and like I say, we fill them up. We have 2 which is full. We've just emptied that one. I'll take that home, fill it up, bring it back, and then we'll take another one. We sort of rotate them. You did notice me putting glycerin into the water and apple cider there. Well, the glycerin basically stops the water from freezing. Now, we've had a few really hard frosts on here, and the water will freeze after about -4, -5. Pushing it -6, it will be froze. However, we come down here every day to check on the girls, to take the eggs out, and so if it does freeze, which very rarely it does, I just change it out and put a new supply of water in there for them. But if you can't do that, like I say, glycerin does stop them from, does stop the water from freezing, so that's a good tip. Apple cider, cleans them out a little bit. I don't put a lot in, just every now and again. I don't put it in every one of the water feeders all the time. It's just once every month. And yeah, that's my chickens. They're all healthy, all nice and safe. So I hope you do the same. And like I say, if you're gonna go into someone else's pen, change your shoes, wash your hands, or better still, get one of them traps at the front of your door, so you're walking through it with a bit of disinfectant in, because you will spread disease if you don't take precautions. Right, that's it for this one. So I'm going to leave you with a little clip of the girls, and I'll see you all in the next one, folks. So from Allotment Diggers, bye for now. I'm going to see if I can catch that bloody goldfinch what was right outside the door. So annoying. Never the mind. See you later.
Looks like one of the girls has laid an egg in there. She's standing guard, aren't you? They're just doing the daily pooper scoop. Look at them. Look at this one here. All the feathers completely gone, molting. This is Katie, by the way. Look at the state of her. She's gonna get all the new feathers shortly. She looks like a plucked chicken. I think this is the worst part about them, when they lose their feathers. Look at that. Hurry up. Here's the other 4 or 5. I say she's losing them. She's just getting the feathers back. The other 4 have already molted, I would imagine. Now, look at the size of these chickens. They are absolute fat as hell. Well, we know why she was making such a racket. Look at the size of that egg, guys. So far, I've got another 2 eggs in my pocket, but that's an absolute whopper, that one. No wonder she's making such a noise. I'll be back later to pick the other one up. I got 5 yesterday, so like I say, the one what's just getting the feathers back now, she started laying again. So out of 6 chickens, I'm getting 4 or 5 eggs, so it's not too bad. But look at the size of that belter in it. My hands are like shovels, by the way.